Welcome to the tutorial video for the free AtomImp file search program. Presumably, you are considering using the AtomImp file search program because you have become as frustrated as I was with the unreliability, slowness, and inflexibility of Microsoft search capabilities and need a better search solution. If you already have the AtomImp file search program installed on your computer, you can skip this short introduction. If not, you can watch a tutorial video on how to download and install the file search program by clicking on this introductory image. By the way, feel free to distribute the installation program. A quick aside, while we do ask for some voluntary support, the program's capabilities are in no way restricted if you decide not to support these endeavors to provide free software. Finally, before jumping into the help tutorial, here is a brief overview of the AtomImp file search program. The purpose of the AtomImp file search program is to search for occurrences of text or textual expressions in either file names, folder names, or in the content of textual files, and to provide access to those folders and files in an easy manner. Your search may be as simple as searching for a literal text string or phrase, or it can be as complicated as using a regular expression as a search template. Intermediate between these two extremes is the ability to use wildcards in your search expression. The program is almost self-explanatory, but if needed, an extensive help system is included to guide you in using the AtomImp file search program for searching your computer file system and data storage devices for file names and file textual content containing specified words, phrases, or expressions. The program has the following features. The actual file search is done in a separate computer thread. The main program simply controls the thread. This results in a fast yet flexible file search. You can search file and folder names or textual file contents, or both, for any word, phrase, or expression. You can search the contents of a specific folder or search the contents of a folder and all of its subfolders. You can search for either in either a case-sensitive or a case-insensitive manner. You have the option to use wildcards in your search. In wildcard mode, 5 wildcards are defined for the beginning of a word, the end of a word, any single character, any string of characters, and an escape character. A standard list of text file types is used to determine what textual files are searched. Binary files, such as an image file, are not searched for text. The program is flexible enough that you can add or remove file types from the list. Advanced users can search using regular expressions. To learn more about the AtomImp file search program, go to atomimp.com and select File Search under the Products menu, or click here to view a download and installation video. Now back to the tutorial. You start the program in the usual manner by clicking on a program link. Once the program has started, a splash screen is displayed. The program generally starts so fast that you may only see a momentary flash, so I have reproduced it here for your benefit. As soon as the program proper starts, the splash screen is closed and the search selection display becomes visible. This is where all the action is initiated, so let's briefly explore its use, which is relatively straightforward and almost self-explanatory. We'll explore its use in more detail later. First, we have to select a root folder, where the search for folder or file names and textual contents begins. The default is your home folder and is shown here. You can change the root folder using the Available Folders panel tree or the Select Folder to Search panel tree. Second, select your options. For now, we'll just use the default options, which are sufficient for most searches. Third, enter a text string or expression that you want to find in the search text line editor. Then just click the search button. After clicking the search button, a progress display is shown. This shows you the status of the search and whether the search has been paused or is it proceeding. There's a busy signal up here in the upper left, which indicates that the status of whether it's searching or paused. Next to it is a list of the current folder that is being searched. Below this are three tables. The first one is a table showing the folder whose names contain the search string or expression. Below that is a table which shows file names whose name contains the search string or expression. And at the bottom are files whose content contains the search string or expression. There are two buttons on the bottom. One is a pause search, and the other is a new search button. The new search button reinitializes the search selection display for a new search. The search is dynamic and is updated while the search is in progress. If we hit resume search, you can see here where the new files are found or are being displayed almost immediately. Let's pause it though for the moment and look at a few other things. If we go here, this is a folder whose name contains the search string or expression, and if we double click on it, we'll be able to view that folder. The second table contains files whose names contain the search string expression, and if we double click on that, what we get is a dialog which allows us to either open it in the default program on your computer or open the parent folder which contains that file. This second is useful because it allows you to open the file in something other than the default program. You have the same thing on the if the text file contains the search string or expression. Double click there, you get a dialog which gives you the same two options. We have three menus up here. One is the command menu, which has a new search item, which is the same as the new search button. A pause item, which is the same as the pause resume button, and a close button, which is the same as the window close button. We also have a support menu and a help menu. These two are the same in all three displays, so we'll discuss those later. Each of the results tables contains two columns. The first column contains the folder or file name. The second column contains the absolute path of that folder or file name. Sometimes the names are so big you can't really read them, in which case you can stick your cursor up here and resize the table columns. That allows you to see the results more easily. Finally, if you hit the new search button, the current search will be terminated immediately. So you hit resume to keep it going, and I hit new search, boom, it's gone, and I have to start a new search. When the search is complete, you get a results display. It is very similar to the progress display. Many of the components are the same. At the top here, you get a search complete message, however, instead of a busy signal and a indication of what folder is being searched. You're missing the pause resume button because, of course, the search is complete. The command menu doesn't have a pause or resume item. You can resize them just like you can in the progress display, and you can double click on them to open them in various modes. The biggest difference is that you have these hide and show buttons. These are useful when you want to expand a particular table to investigate it in more detail. Well, that pretty much does it for a basic search. If you want to do a more complicated search, we have to go back to the search selection panel and change the root folder where you're searching from and change the options. And then there's also other things available in the menus up here. Let's take them one at a time. To change the root folder, you can do that either through the Available Folders panel tree or the Select Folder to Search panel tree. By default, of course, it's your home folder, which is the top one here. If you click on an actual folder or device, that will show up in the Select Folder to Search panel. Not all of the entries here, however, are folders or devices. For example, if I click on your computer, I'll get an error which tells you it's not a drive but a collection of drives. In order to actually select a device, I have to expand the computer entry, and then I show my devices, and I can, for example, see the entire C drive by clicking here, and that's shown now in my Select Folder to Search panel and also in my root folder, which is actually my C device on this example. If I try to search now with some sort of text or expression, it will search the entire C hard drive, which even with this program as fast as it is will take a little while. Let me go back to try libraries, and libraries is a collection of folders, so you get an error. So you have to expand that, and you could, for example, go to My Documents. Favorites, however, is a folder, so that shows up in the search selection panel, and also in the root folder here. Sometimes the trees get pretty complicated and you want to see more. You can resize these panels rather easily by just sticking your cursor here and waiting for this double arrow. One thing to note is that whatever you choose in the Available Folders panel will always override whatever's in the Select Folder to Search panel. In the Select Folder to Search panel, what you can do is change the root folder by just simply clicking on a folder. It doesn't change the panel. However, if you double click on the folder, you will not only change the root search folder, but you will also change the display here with the folder that you just double clicked on right up at the top of the tree. Again, you can click on any subfolder here to make it the root folder, but or you can go back to the top here. And let me double check here just to show you what can happen. When you're not in the home folder, or you're in the subdirectory down the tree from the home folder, you get this little arrow here which allows you to easily navigate back up the tree. If I hit it, I go up one level to the parent folder and I change the root folder. If I hit it again, I'll go to the home folder. Once you get to the home folder, though, that arrow disappears. On the far right of the search selection display under the search button are some of the more common search options. These options are all explained in more detail in the rather extensive help system that is provided. You get to the help system by going to the help menu and then clicking Content Search. The basic text mode searches is literal text only, use of wildcards, and regular expressions. The default is literal text only. You can also search in a case-insensitive or case-sensitive manner. Insensitive is the default. Note that if you use the regular expression mode, then the search mode for case-insensitive and case-sensitive is ignored, or actually overridden. Then there's the content mode. You can search either on file names, or text file contents, or both. Searching on file names, which also includes folder names, is very fast, and sometimes you just want to find a particular file. So it'd be worth it to just choose that mode. Often you want just the text contents in a particular file or tree. The default is to search on both of them, and that's the most expensive in terms of time search. Finally, there's the ability to include subfolders in the search. When you include subfolders, you also include all their child folders, all the way down to the last child folder. You can on-click this, and then you will only search the particular folder chosen in the root folder for the search. To expose more options, just click on the More Options button. This will open a dialog box which will include all the options we just discussed, and you can change them here. In addition, by clicking on the Search Options tab, you can change the files which you search for text content. Sometimes you may only want to search, say, C++ files or something like that. You may want to eliminate all the others, and you just select it and remove it. You can also add files. Just click the Add button and add the file, and at any time you just hit Restore Defaults and you'll get back to the defaults. When you're all done, you have to hit the Apply button or nothing will happen. If you hit Cancelled, you'll go back to what you had before. So hitting Apply, and now our options have all been changed. The menu bar contains 4 useful menus. The first is the command menu, which contains a new search item. Clicking on this basically has no effect in this display. There's a search item. Clicking on this has the same effect as clicking on the search button. There's an exit close item, which clicking on that has the same effect as clicking on the Windows close button. There's the option menu. The first 3 entries under the option menu are the same as the content mode selection. And then there's the More Options item. Clicking on that has the same effect as clicking on the More Options button. Finally, there's the Support menu. And let me explain that a little bit. Whether you decide to support our endeavors or not, it does not affect the functionality of the program. You get the complete functionality of the program no matter what. But providing these programs for free is putting a strain on my resources. We have to pay for websites and software and development software and even computers. And so we would appreciate it if you could contribute something to help these endeavors. Clicking on the Contribute item will open a dialog box that will allow you to contribute to PayPal. Then there's the Shop item. Clicking on that will take you to the Atom Imp Shop, where you can shop online a number of retailers, many of whom have special deals, such as Amazon and others. And if you shop through our shop, we receive a small commission that helps support these endeavors. I urge you to, if you're shopping online, to please consider shopping through the Atom Imp shop. Finally, there's the Help menu. The Help menu contains 6 items. The first one is actually the help system itself, which is quite extensive. Clicking on this item takes about 20 to 30 seconds to load the system, and then you can search it for just about anything that the program can do. There's a video tutorial item. Clicking on that will actually open this tutorial in your web browser. There's a feedback item. AdamInf doesn't have a separate feedback mechanism. Instead, it uses Facebook. On Facebook, you can leave comments, requests for enhancements, bugs, hopefully there are none, that are related to the AdamInf file search program. There's a contribute item. Clicking on this has the same effect as clicking on the contribute item under the support menu. There's an update item. Clicking on the update item will take you to a website which will compare the current version of your software with the latest version. And then we'll give you a message depending on that comparison as the suggested course of action. We have no automatic update methodology installed right now. Finally, clicking on the About button will tell you about AdamInf. It'll give you the version number. It will also provide a link that will connect you to the AdamInf software site, and a link that will connect you to the AdamInf search program site. Well, that's about it. That should be enough to get you started using the AdamInf file search program. For more information on how to use the program, make use of the rather extensive file search system that is built into the software. If you haven't installed it yet and want to learn more about it, go to our website at adaminf.com. If you want to learn how to download and install the video, just click on this display and a video will be opened up in your web browser that will tell you how to download and install the program. Thank you for considering AdamInf for your software.